Yeah, CJ, just wanted to ask you about one of the key plays in the game yesterday, the JFM penalty. Now that you've had a chance to see it again, I'm sure, and digest it, what did you think?
It was a bang bang play, man. It's tough call. At the end of the day, we just gotta do our best to stay off the quarterback. We know the incident, that happened with Tua, and we know how we want to protect the quarterbacks because they're very vulnerable in the pocket. So we just got to do a great job of staying off them when we can. When the ball's gone, we just have to let it go. So that definitely was a tough break in the game. It was a real big call, but at the end of the day, we have to be more disciplined.
CJ, what about the call on you, where that wasn't quite as clear cut? It looked like he was a runner. He didn't give himself up, and they called you for hitting him.
Yeah, I felt he was diving forward, so therefore I tried to obviously tackle him and stop him. The call was made, so I mean, like I said, man, there's not much you can do about it. You just got to keep playing ball and playing fast.
Is it challenging though, CJ, to play fast and also keep all these rules in mind? Because it seems like you played for a long time. They're not calling the game the way they called the game in 2014 anymore when it comes to quarterbacks. Like, right. Is it challenging right now as a defender?
I would say more so for the defensive line. You think about the flags that have been called and that haven't been called this year. Some of them look the same. Some of them are clear pictures. Some of them aren't. And it's tough. Everybody's trying to do the best they can and try to be as perfect as possible and play as hard as they can. So at the end of the day, you really just gotta when it gets chippy or when it's an I don't know moment, if you have that split second to try to hold up, man, you got to try. If not, it might be a penalty. But at the end of the day, you just got to keep going. So you can't really have that on your mind because you don't want anything to slow you down.
CJ, how deflating was yesterday? I mean, obviously, big game, division, the Patriots, everything involved. How deflating was it for the way it ended?
I don't know. I was thinking about it. I don't really know the right word. I wouldn't say we're disappointed or deflated. We just, to make it simple, we found a way to lose the game. Whether it was turnovers, whether it was field position, defense not getting off the field on third down. I dropped the interception that could have flipped the field later in the game. So it was a collection of things. In the games that we won these past few weeks, we didn't do those things. We got the ball. We didn't turn it over. We played good field position, made the extra points, made the field goals where we needed to, all those little things, sticking to the detail. And, this past game, we didn't do that.
CJ, as a leader of the team, do you say anything to Zach after a game like that? Obviously, you talk about the turnovers. He had 3 of them that were costly. Do you tell him anything after a game like that?
Right after the game, no, not really. Everybody, handle their losses the way they do, handle the way they play the game. But he always owns up to his mistakes. He owns up to everything that he does. When he does talk to us and we do, say what's up to each other in the building. He always saying, he has to do better. He's an NFL player, and he knows exactly what's going on, and he knows what winning football looks like, and he knows what losing football looks like. So when it comes to making sure his head in the right place or having his back, I mean, everybody in the building has his back. Everybody knows what he's capable of, and he knows what he's capable of. So it's our job as a defense to get off the field, to give them good field position, get turnovers, score points. And it's the offensive job to, protect him, catch the ball, run the ball, all those things. Everything's works together. That's what we want to do here and play good complementary football and win games together because we all going to need each other at some point this season.
CJ, you kind of mentioned a little bit the complementary football thing, but it does seem like in a lot of the losses this season and even some of the wins that the offense, defense, and special teams, like at different times are playing well. I mean, how important is it going to be to get that kind of all flowing in the same direction, playing well at the same time? Because that seems like, when one's playing well and the other's making a mistake or vice versa, like that kind of holds you guys back a little bit.
Yeah, it's a long season. You really want all phases to be right on point for every single game, but we know that's not the case. It's hard to be perfect, even though we stress and try for it, all season long. So, when offense is struggling, what is the defense going to do? What's special teams going to do? When offense scoring the ball, what's defense going to do? What's special teams going to do? When special teams moving the ball, making plays, getting field position, what's the offense going to do with it? When, man puts it down at 10-yard, 5-yard, what's the defense going to do? So, like I said, man, it's a long season. A lot of NFL players, a lot of smart coaches that's going to be game planning us and figuring out what we're trying to do. So, when it comes to the X's and O's, and that's just going out there, executing, playing football. That's no matter if the offense produces points, no matter if we win it by field goals, no matter if we win it because of the defensive play, it doesn't matter. As long as we playing together, as long as we understand what each player and each coach is asked to do, and as long as we get in the wins, that's what matters.
CJ, have you had a chance to look at Buffalo yet?
Yeah, had a chance to look at the quarterback over there. So just keeping an eye on them, seeing anything new that's going on. Very excited for another opportunity to play Sunday. We got a very hot Buffalo team coming in, another division game at home. So we're definitely excited for this opportunity. We got our film out of the way from this past game, so we can't dwell on it because wins and losses come in the NFL. So we can't keep ourselves down. We just got to make sure we learn from our mistakes, keep getting better, and understand the formula to winning.
CJ, when Zach made a mistake last year, I mean, it was understood. He's a rookie quarterback, and that happens. That's growing pains. It's par for the course. But now that he's in his second year and he makes a big mistake like a turnover, is there less patience among players in the locker room because he's a second-year player now?
I don't think so. When he's out there, Zach is out there trying to damage the play, make a play, getting out of pocket, spinning, stopping, doing all kinds of things. So whether it comes with time on task, whether it comes with working drills, or whatever the case might be for the offensive side, I feel that, at least from my opinion, that we're not really stressed about that. Like I said earlier, he knows what winning football looks like, and he knows what losing football looks like, and we all do. So the number one thing is protect the ball. So that's just what we have to do.